Hello to a new lesson. This lesson will be the first lesson in the Secure Shell section. From this lesson, we will start learning the required techniques to secure the Secure Shell service. And our first lesson will be how to change the default SSH port. Okay, first, let me ask you why we need to change the default SSH port to another port. We need to change the default SSH port to another port because all possible attacker on our system knows the default SSH port. So the first thing they will do is trying to connect to the default SSH port, and if they find the default port open, they will try to crack the password for any user on the system, and by default they will start trying to crack the root password. Now our duty is preventing those possible attackers from attacking our system. So when we change the default SSH port, most of possible attacker will give up from attacking our system because they only know the default SSH port and they can't easily guess the new SSH port. Okay, now let us see how can we change the default SSH port. From the Linux terminal, I will edit the SSH configuration file. So I will type nano/etc/sshd_config and press enter. Now I am in SSH configuration file, so let's go down till the port line. Okay, here is the port line. Now let me move the hashtag and let's change the port to any port number. So I will change the 22 to 1881. So the new port will be 1881. Now to save the file, let's click on Ctrl X. Now type Y and press enter to save our setting. Okay, now we have saved the SSH configuration file and we need to restart the SSH service to apply our settings. So let's type systemctl space restart space sshd.service and press enter. Now we applied the new setting, so let's open the PuTTY and connect it to SSH2 machine on the new port. So I will open PuTTY. I will type here the IP for SSH2 machine. The IP is 192.168.8.54, and under the port I will type the new port, which is 1881. Okay, now click open to connect to the server. As you see, the connection refused and it gives me a network error. So why I can't connect to SSH2 machine? To connect to the SSH2 machine, we have to allow connection to the new port from the firewall. So let us set the firewall to accept connection on the port 1881. Okay, let's go back to the terminal. Okay, now we are in the terminal. Let's add a rule to the Linux firewall. So type firewall -cmd space --zone equal public space --add -port equal 1881/TCP space --permanent. Okay, now let's explain this rule. We use the firewall cmd command to configure the firewall. After that, I told the firewall that you will add this rule to the public zone. Then I specified the port which I want it to be opened in the firewall, and I specified that this port is a TCP protocol. Finally, I added --permanent to tell the firewall that this is a permanent rule. Okay, now press enter. As you see, the rule has been added successfully. Now we need to start the firewall service to apply the modifications we did. So type systemctl restart firewall d.service and press enter. Okay, now let's try to connect from the PuTTY to SSH2 machine. So I will open the PuTTY. I will type the SSH2 machine IP here, 192.168.8.54. Then I will type the new port, which is 1881, and I will click open. I will click on yes to add the host to my trusted host. Then I will type the root user and press enter. Now I will type the password for user root and press enter. As you see, it works, and now I am connected to SSH2 machine with the new port. And by that we get to the end of the lesson. Thank you for watching, and see you in next lesson.